My first impressions of Cleveland State and the city of Cleveland are very, very positive. I took this position because of the excitement I saw during my initial conversations with all of the stakeholders in the city and the university. And every conversation I've had here since the time I've stepped on campus has been incredibly positive, full of energy, excitement, what we are as an institution, where we're going as an institution. And I've been just really impressed with all of the conversations I've had. And I really look forward over the next 3 months to continuing those conversations and charting our path forward. Being new to Cleveland has been really exciting. I really love the city of Cleveland, and from the first minute I stepped foot here, and it's been really exciting to learn the city from the ground up. I've spent some time in the theater district, I've been to a couple of shows, I've seen a concert, I've been to the art museum, and then just on our campus alone, seeing the energy and the students and walking through our campus and the city, and the connection between our campus and the city has been very, very exciting. What attracted me the most about joining CSU was really the feeling I felt about the campus from the people who are the stakeholders. It's really the community board, our board of trustees, our students, our faculty, and our staff. And all of them as a whole have been so positive about the university and what the opportunities are. That was the main reason I chose to come, and that's been reinforced in my brief time here. I grew up outside of New York City on Long Island. I went to a public high school and got a great education there. Ended up going to college on a 4-year ROTC scholarship. So when I say the military changed my life, it truly did. Gave me an opportunity to go to a school that I really couldn't afford to. My parents were both working. My dad was actually a weatherman and then became a substitute high school teacher and ultimately worked for an engineering construction company. My mom raised 4 kids, and then halfway through the process, she decided to start her own business. She never went to college and opened up her own children's clothing store where we all worked, my siblings and I. So I had a really strong work ethic from the beginning. After college, I spent over 11 years in the Navy. I signed up for 4, but it was so exciting and they gave me great opportunities. I stayed for 11, got some great experiences in the military, including being on a warship for 4 years, working at the Pentagon, being involved in several campaigns. Very exciting times. And then got 2 degrees at night while I worked in Washington, D.C. A master's degree part-time, an MBA, and a law degree part-time. Took me 6 years. So from that perspective, I really identify with the students at Cleveland State that are working and going to school at night. I'm one of you. After I left the military, I spent almost 3.5 years as a public defender in Miami. For those of you who don't know what that means, I represented indigent clients. And that was another fantastic learning experience to really get close to some of the social challenges that we have in our major urban cities is critically valuable, especially to me in my career and particularly what I do now. And then after that, I got into higher education and have spent the last 20 years in a variety of roles, from assistant dean to associate dean. I've run a research center, which was very exciting, South Florida, and then becoming a vice provost, a chief financial officer, and now ultimately a president. It's been a real privilege and an honor. When I look back and I think about all the people that helped get me where I am, I got a lot of folks to thank. Yeah, it's always really special to talk about my family and my wife and kids. My wife Lynn and I met when we were both public defenders in Miami. I've been married now for almost 18 years. My sons, Samson, my oldest, is 16. My youngest is 14, AJ. And for those of you who've raised boys and are going through those teenage years, it's a lot of fun, a lot of challenges. I am always open for advice on raising teenage boys, but they're really good kids, and hopefully all of you in our community will get a chance to meet them, spend some time with them. My leadership style, well, I really enjoy being with our constituents, and as you get to know me, you're going to see me on campus in various meeting places, inside classrooms. You never know where I might pop up, because I do want folks to know that I'm a part of the institution, and the institution is a critical part of me. And I really strive to be very accessible. I'm a tactile learner, so I want to be out in the places where students learn, in the places where faculty and students congregate. I really enjoy it, and I think it gives me an opportunity to really understand what the priorities are of all of our constituency groups. I also take seriously the role of the president as the chief proponent of all the great things that we're doing at Cleveland State, the faculty, the staff, the students. And the more I learn and the more accessible I am, the more confidence that we'll build together in where we're going.